Hey guys, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. My name is Twitchi, stuck in the body of this Icarus drone here. I don't know how I got here, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I am filled with the compulsion to grow my factory. Last time we managed to get the purple science underway. There are a few things we need to go around to do and make that a little bit better, but you can see that I'm under threat by the dark fog hive right now. I would like to go around and make a whole bunch of factories, because we got purple science, as I say, and one of the things that we've been doing with the purple science is unlocking a whole bunch of these nice, like, new titanium ammo types. We're getting some new drones to unlock. We've got some shells that we actually need to go through and do the, you know what, this one here, and this one, and this one. No, not that one. Yeah, the other one. We can do the information matrix. These will all give me access to missiles that I would like to be able to build. We've got access to bullets that I want to be able to build, and we've got access to drones that I want to be able to build. That sounds to me like we need to make an industrial military complex somewhere, maybe near the North Pole, maybe near the South Pole. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't need the big central space given over to it. But before we do that, there's a couple of things I'd like to do around the factory. One of them is this just over here. This is an energetic graphene smeltery. It used to run off of a coal patch that was over here, another one that used to be over there, but now we've supplanted that with, take a moment to the tree of contemplation. We have gone ahead and made that redundant. We burned through all the coal that was there, so I'm going to take a moment to quickly tidy this up. Okay, totally tidied up that fine. Didn't cut the line anywhere. Didn't end up shift-clicking things. I totally ended up shift-clicking things, and entire lines being taken out, and me trying to figure out where things used to go. It was a bit of a nightmare, but it's all right. We got that bit done. The next thing I want to do is to, like I say, let's cram through a few of these fleet researches over here. We've already managed to get all the way up to the crystal shell. The plasma turret sounds pretty good. Is that one? We need to get high-strength glass first. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind being limited by the lack of technology. That's fine. I'm also going to run some more of these upgrades through, just to carry on testing the system and see how bad it actually is. I think it might be quite bad. It doesn't show in the system yet, but I think specifically the thing that's bad is the flow of the carbon nanite tubes. I think over this way, a bunch of energized graphene being made. I didn't really like it when I put it down, but it's so underpowered. It's so it's not dense enough. We definitely didn't pack these machines in close enough, and we are just unable to make the throughput of the carbon nanotubes that we need. I asked for this, this entire thing to be filled up, and we can't even keep 400 in the system here. So I think that might be the next thing that has to go. Let's see if we can clear the lines in a smart way here. If I hover over this, we can see we need 3 times the amount of the graphene, which is this belt here, than we do the... Oh, thank you for the Corvettes. We will definitely get those underway. Then we do the titanium. Everything keeps interrupting me. So if we cut the titanium and then a little time later cut the graphene, we should run through the graphene really quickly, and the titanium should run out. I was kind of hoping about the same sort of time, but it turns out I was a little quick on the gun there. I'm wondering if we could do all of this processing off to the side here and then pack this in so much tighter. Maybe go a little further out here onto this grey area, and maybe move a little bit further out this way, and maybe get 3 of these double lines. That sure would be handy, right? We've run into a bit of a grid size issue. If you match these up, they are definitely sliding, and trust me, I tried to put them down as close as possible. I guess one more can be fit in here somehow. Product goes this way. Reagents come this way. I had to stop and redo all of the sorters here on the outside. This is how we were doing them, like this, and just slowly as we got down, they ended up needing to cross over and come into a lower band here. It's all a bit weird. It's not quite what I was hoping for. If we do this again, are these gonna fit? Of course they'll fit with the new layout. Okay. Okay, just as the upgrade is rolling in, we can see the plan for the layout. Now, we could possibly have got one more in here, but I think this will be good for now. I'm going to take all the outputs from here and run them into this little piece here. I guess that little dog leg will be fine. And this should give us a good supply now, hopefully. I'm under no illusion. We are not going to be running all 3 lines constantly, but hopefully, yeah, there we go. They're going to start just emptying through. I mean, it's not a small amount. It's not a small amount, but I don't think it's going to be a constant amount. But it's definitely more than it was. Let's also come through here. We want speed up as well. Let's grab that and put that across everywhere. Now just mirror it out. Or find the next bottleneck. Okay, we butterflied all of that out, and I think we're doing okay for the materials right now. If we run into get out of the way of the planetary logistics system before we start getting any real troubles. Oh no! Look at the real troubles starting here. We will go on and make ourselves our militaristic area that we've been talking about. Why is this so slow though over here? I think we should be getting some backup from this point right here. Oh no, it's going into here. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. It's storing some up and it's not going out, so that's fine. It can build a little storage for us. If we go up over, in fact, you know what? I'm gonna land. We're gonna zoom out onto our map here. Do I want to build up here? I'm seeing a lot of ocean. I'm seeing a lot of area that might not be the best. Plus, all of this really is our science. So if we scooch our way down here, I think this is probably the area I'm going to take over. We'll leave the crude oil seeps as they are, and then build out in this way. Let's go over there. Okay, here's the 2 crude oil seeps, and then kind of pretty much anything from here. If we pull up some concrete, this inner ring here, I'm going to leave. This inner ring here, I'm going to leave. We're going to start. I mean, we'll probably end up spewing over the 2, but to make just the, what color is bullets? Let's have a look. I suppose red. No, let's go with orange for bullets, and then we'll go with red for missiles and turrets and stuff like that. I totally have got my brain switched on today. It's fine. So we slap all of this down. I think the first thing we need to do is actually have a look inside our replicator. Ooh, I'll unlock the upgrade that makes the service life of solar cells reach 2 hours. Did a thing. Oh my god, yes. That's what we're after. But what I am really after here, we're going to do bullets. And then on top of that, or beside that, I suppose, we will also need a... Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. A Gatling turret. Okay, so I'm guessing iron cogs, circuits and magnets is somewhat overlapping. No overlap at all. Okay, well, we're going to need an input for... Let's do it. Going to need an input for the bullet materials. Let's go with that. And as far as I'm aware, to begin with, we just want our copper ingots. That's going to come in. Am I going to do many, or are we just going to suppose that this is going to be ticking over quietly in the background? I think I'm going to go with... Let's go with 2 feeding into the same box, and then this can feed into the next thing. Can we do that? In fact, I'm not going to do it into a box. I'm going to do onto a line here, something like that. We might even want it in the back. It's thinking time. Okay, if we come up to here, I've not gone over to the next grid lines because that's trouble when you cut and paste. So I'm not doing that now. I like to be able to move things around if I need to, and more importantly, upgrade things when I need to. Say that we need to go to another planet, which we will very shortly. Look, what is this 78% on number 4? Number 4 is like, we got 1 and 2. Like, this is 1, this is 2. Number 3 is where we've got most of our titanium and stuff coming from. Number 4 is causing me trouble. I'm going to have to go out there and have a look at that. And maybe we want to get a whole bunch of bullets set up there at the same time. I'm not sure right now, but we will find out. Okay, so bullets. And what do we want? Extra products or... Yeah, extra products. I kind of don't care about speed. So that should work out there. Of course, some sorters. Okay, I didn't quite leave enough room here, but I'm all right with that. If the next thing we want to have a look at is the titanium ammo, which is just the bullets and then 2 bits of titanium. So if I pull titanium out of here, which I can't because I've not asked for it, titanium, I'm sure that's not going to be any problem whatsoever that we ask for that much titanium. No. We'll pull this down come this way, and then we'll have a little bullet line there. Does that work out? So how quick does this make bullets? Nominally, it takes 1 second, and then this one 2 seconds, and then this one 3 seconds. Okay, so we're going to want to multiply them out. We want twice as many, and then 3 times as many. Okay, we can do that. Do we go down one? Do we go down one, or do we just build it here and put it on a third belt and then go backwards? That might be what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the. I right-clicked. I don't know why I did that. We do this. Okay, they're all going to be titanium bullets. Thank you very much. Hey, solar cells. Nice. This is all what we're after. Hopefully, I mean, in a moment, I'm going to go and have a look at the research over there, and we'll see how we're doing, how the factory is holding up in the face of the abuse, because it's a lot of stuff. Let's go over there and over there. It's a lot of stuff to be producing. So I would like to make sure that we are producing it well enough. Yeah, into there. Okay, so that's the titanium bullets made, and then like maybe we'll come off of the back panel here, go around, then come up this way for 8 of them. Okay, no, 6. Wait, it's only 3. We're not doubling again. It's only 3 of them. 6, like that. I think that's fine. A bit of iron running out there. That's also cool. What do we need as well as, because it's yet another piece here. I clicked on it. We need the titanium alloy, which might not actually be in a vessel, but you know, in a planetary system, but we'll find out what has happened here. Okay, fixed that. We also then want another alloy. I don't know if we got even alloy. Wait, let's find out. Demand. Anything in the system? Nothing in the system whatsoever. Okay, that's interesting. We'll have to go and figure that one out. But I would like it coming out of the bottom here. We'll come along to this one, go along this way, and then this collects all the bullets up and puts them into a box. Now, there's going to be other places we need boxes, because let's have a look at my inventory here. Maybe not you, but over here I got bullets there, I got bullets here. Things that all need updating. So I'm going to have to put boxes somewhere to update stuff. You, and you. All right, now we just need to power and swords. That should be easy enough. Okay, so this should work out to about 2 bullet things per second. Ammo magazines. I don't know what it is we're producing here, but whatever it is, because it's not just the bullets, is it? There's definitely more going on than just the bullets. Maybe down here. And now I realise I've left no room for proliferator. I mean, obviously here. Okay. Well, you know, I was saying this is why we need to keep off the line for easy cut and pasting. This is how we do it. I'm just going to move it back a couple and then delete everything. Or rather, delete everything and then move it back a couple. I suppose is the better way of wording it, because it does remember for a little time. Yeah, just there will be fine. Perfect. Oh, we went down. Oh, wait, we went down one. No. Already down far enough. Thank you very much. See, look, we've asked for the demand in the proliferator, which is definitely in the system, and none's coming out because, well, the proliferator, yes, but the titanium alloy, is that what it was? Titanium alloy? That's not coming out. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, demand. Okay, we should be getting a lot of these through, and then everything's going to just kind of whir its way through here, waiting for the first. You know what? Let's put those up a little bit more. Waiting for the first copper to get delivered so that we can watch this tick over. Of course, we need to go and find the alloys. What's depleted here? Another iron. That's fine. That's no problem. Okay, titanium actually the first, and here comes some bullets. Bullets get passed down, immediately picked up. Unfortunately, they're underneath the proliferator line, so you're just going to kind of have to take my word for it now. You can watch these go back and forth, and then we realise that we don't have output. Okay, all right, that's that's fine. We output onto the line. Okay, that then goes round, and these will pick it up, but we're missing an item. Okay, let's go find out what's up with that item. I'm on the wrong pole. I don't know where I am. I don't know where anything is. Wait, this is where the copper's coming from. Close. We go down the belt then. All right, now I know where we are. Down the belt and towards, like, literally the worst little alloy production furnace smeltery place in the world. Okay, that's unfortunate. It's this line, this green line here. Ideally, we'd send them in here, but we don't have any room. Okay, so then how about you? Don't have any room. Okay, all right, fine. Looks like we might need to make a new thing. Oh, this is just for plastics. Hey there, how you doing? Yeah, that sounds great. Sure wish you were proliferated. There's some proliferator. Look at that. Look, wait. We can deal this. We can deal with this. What is it? It's you that I want here. Oh no, broken a line. Okay, crazy plan. We're going to break that there and there. I'm going to put down some power all the way over here. And then this one is going to take a sharp right-hand turn. We're going to go up. We're going to go up some more. Ideally just there. We come this way and into that. It doesn't like it. Let's go over like you and then in. No, can we break this one? Always a little bit of fiddling with what is and isn't allowed. Yeah, there we go. And then I can connect this, you, back up to you. No, wrong button. There, like so. And there we go. Nothing, looks like nothing changed. A lot changed, but looks like nothing changed. Okay, now the how do we get into here question, we'll figure it out. There'll be a way. There's always a way. Here I am. Wish I could proliferate it, and of course it then is proliferated on the way in here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I've lost the item in the page here. I'm sure everybody's staring at it, screaming at me. There it is, titanium alloy. All right. That's cool. We're just gonna let that build up a full supply. Yeah, because I've got a feeling this one's going to get used a lot and maybe not produced as fast as we would like, though it does seem to be just kind of turning off here. How are you doing? You're just extra products. That's good because we've only got a small little smeltery here. It looks like maybe we're doing okay, though. I wonder how far. Yeah, we're still producing more. I don't know. Maybe we're emptying out faster than we're filling the line up. I'm going to be very interested to see how far this actually can support itself. I feel like we need more. We're probably going to need more, but for now that'll do. That will be fine. I'm going to fly back over this way and hopefully just around here somewhere we should be making some high level bullets. All right, great. They're also getting proliferated. I have no idea whether that is a thing that is helpful or not. Let's do 2 rows of bullets. I could fill the whole lot up, but I think that's fine. Okay, over to the tree of contemplation. Take a moment. Let's be chill. Everything's... Oh, yellows are running out. Let's go and figure out what's going on with those yellows. I've got a feeling it might be graphene there. Let's go. Let's have a look. Feel like, yeah, ooh, I don't know, these are looking pretty full here. Maybe the problem is actually one of processing. Let's fill these up and see if we can't. I mean, how far are we going to go? That's a lack of the item. Okay, I need more. Okay, we either destroy the product chain or we flood the belt. I don't know which one's going to be happening here. How high do these go? All right, that's as far up as we can go, and I'm going to do that for all of these. Or as many as I suppose I can't do with them all, but that's fine. That was 20 just thrown down. That machine needs to be turned on to bigger piles, bigger storage buffer. These crystals are a problem. We've got the materials, we've got the goods, we're just not able to make the actual crystals. Okay, that said, plastic is also starting to... I suppose it's not fully emptied the line, so we're doing as much plastic as we need. I bet it's going to be a problem if we copy this line out again, though. but we are backing up now. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't want the labs to ever run dry. I'm okay with like these guys running dry, but these are the ones that I want full up. And we've not even got that many labs. Let's be honest here. At some point, I really want to get that one out and move all these over. At some point, we're gonna want to be making a lot more than this. Maybe we will make an actual pyramid. I'm gonna do this. Thank you for the upgrade, but this is hurting me. This really hurts. Let's try and make this at least a little symmetric. Look better? Yeah, that looks a lot better. Brilliant. And it's like, oh, we haven't got power. That's all right. I can deal with the power. I just couldn't deal with that gap. Okay. Interestingly, when filling these up, it was the blue and the red that have run out. Again, we've got. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn that lab machine up because we got the materials, we've got the raw materials, we just don't have the ability to produce. But this will definitely turn into some sort of weird chasing our own tail scenario where we're using more product here, so then we're gonna have to make more of this, and then we're gonna have to go and mine more raw resources. Man, that was a really good sentence. I'm glad I tried to say that. Okay, time for a bit of a ceremonial moment here. Let's grab it. Is it 4 I need? 1, 2, 3, and there's a bit of a stack here. 4 stacks. If I open up, it was only 3 that I needed. 1, 2, 3. I've upgraded my bullets. Yay! Now what I need to do is try and figure out how to get these into machines that are already full and only going to take 20 at a time. Oh no. I've just got done editing the last segment. I don't know why this didn't occur to me at the time. We could just go around and upgrade everything and make sure the proliferation is in the right state. That will probably help quite a bit. So another thing that is holding up our yellow production is the fact that we are just not producing as much of this light fuel as we would like. Now, I could put more burners down and try and burn off more hydrogen, try and counteract the balance, but I don't think that's actually the problem. As you can see, there is like clear space on the belt at all times, so we are just producing as much as we can. This, I think, means we need to explore some of the other procedures that are out there. This reformed refinement, I think, is one that I really would like to have a look at. It takes 2 of the light oils, 1 hydrogen and 1 coal, and produces us another light oil. I think that sounds pretty good, right? Okay, here's the beginnings of a terrible demo case. Let's put this down here. That should be able to do everything for me. I've got coal coming from this one that's basically just this planetary logistics. Sorry, it's basically just there to process the oil for the refinery. So I was like, okay, we can grab coal out of there with no real extra cost. I placed some light oil down. Yeah, look at this. This is good. On the belt, I actually just stole a little bit from over there. We've got some hydrogen coming in from our overflow, and I think we might already be in an infinite system here. I don't want to go too far with the belts because, of course, they are like they're going to swallow the buffer of extra items. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's already eaten quite a few more items than I was expecting, but hopefully we're going to get some overflow. This conveyor splitter here has been told to prefer to send things back on the loop again, where they get reproliferated. You know, we're not savages here, and then everything else is getting proliferated. This can only do a speed up. I'm clicking. It won't give us anything other than the speed up. The hydrogen is saying it's unproliferated. Is that so? I must have put some dead hydrogen through. You know what? Let's just do that. That's no problem. The number of mineral nodes that are depleting is getting more and more. I'm a little bit scared about it. I've also run some secondary light oil up the side here so we can run another line and maybe do the same. Obviously, this little setup here is not going to stay like this. This is really the proof of concept, and then everything's going to merge up and feed back some other way, whilst always trying to output to the beginning of the process first. That's the most important part. Why are we running out? No way, bro. No way. I wish there was a cut option because I really just want to move this just a little bit over, but to be able to do that, I'm going to have to like just basically empty the system out here. And I mean, look how much is backing up. That's great. But if we empty the system out here, I can then copy and paste this over, I don't know, 2 or 3 blocks. It's really not far, but I feel a little bit cramped in with all of what's going on here and stuff. And like, I want room to sort out the outputs and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely need to dump those elsewhere. I don't mind dropping a bunch of coal or hydrogen on the floor, deleting it, whatever. But the light oil, it's the future. It's the future. I need to be able to turn that into both science and explosive parts, and like there's so much. It's mostly the plastics, to be honest. Because that's of course what we were doing. We were trying to find out why the yellow science wasn't producing. This was a slowdown, but we sped that up. Then I noticed that the organic crystals weren't producing as fast, but that's because the plastics. In fact, we've stopped doing the science here. Let's see if there's any more that needs to be done. I've been going through and getting almost all of the ones that need purple science. So I feel like I may have actually got. Yeah, I need drive engine level 4. I think I may have actually got the majority of the research that I need to be done. But you know, just adding a few more on really wouldn't hurt. I mean, look at this kinetic weapon damage. If I want to do some damage at some point, I'm going to need these. Oh, I flew back to see how much of a bottleneck plastics were being, and they are, but not as much as the organic crystals. Oh no. Okay, well, I see 2 new factories in our future, but we got other things that we're working on right now. And that is this well-developed system that we've got here. I think what I'm going to do is take a copy from here to here, like that. Maybe that's one line too much, but we can then slap that down somewhere like here. Be like, yep, I don't care about the overlaps, and go great with that. And I'm just going to carry on doing that a few times, I think. I don't see any reason why not to, and we'll see how I need to try and hook these together. What I have thought about doing here is that every time we come into the corner, hey, I filled 10 liquid storages. That's great. We come here, we go this line out down this way. That's the priority. That's what I want to do. See, that's a priority there. And then this is the output line. So this comes down and joins onto this line, which I'm kind of surprised to see filling up already. Okay, that's amazing. That's actually really cool. That means we are shipping stuff out. So this should then also do the same, apart from it doesn't know how to. We'll run this down there like that, and of course there's the filter, and there is the output. Okay, so that should now mean as soon as we connect these up here. Oh no, okay, we're gonna have to break the line there, break the line there, delete those, connect these together like this, and then a crossover like that. Okay, easy fix. Ooh, if I crashed it, I might. Oh, that was scary in the autosave there. We're starting to reach a little bit of a grid issue here again. I suppose because we're going north. I've just noticed that we need to redo the splitters and the power here. I'm a little surprised at the power, to be honest. We could probably make that work again. And then how did we want this one? In like that? Wow, what? Why suddenly the jitters? What is going on? Okay, I hope that's better. Totally realised I've doubled up belts where I don't need to. Well, I kind of needed to have the power here. So yeah, maybe that is right. Maybe that's cool. We're so close, and now it's not letting me connect the inner belts here. I wonder whether I can do it on this part here. No. Even then, we're just too close. Yeah, on both sides. Like, oh, okay, that's very awkward. So, like, where can we put this? Am I even allowed to put it like here, and then? I mean, this is good, but can we get the hydrogen at all? Is that? Yeah, that's not a reach. I guess that's the end of the line. That's really poor. There's got to be a better way. It is literally the end of the line, though. There's like a waist, but we have got the other orientation. We could try that, see whether that has what it takes. Like, we can get the 3. I mean, look at the space inefficiency, though. Okay, I kind of, and I don't even think it's a little bit. I kind of hate that, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. It's not the first time I've said with things I hate. Okay, so we're now overwhelming the system. That's good. We will take more oil than we can process. We've got another half space here that we could use as well. So like that's something to look into. I like that the oil's only really traveling this far. That's really cool. What I don't like is seeing patchiness in 2 systems. What's going on over here? Energetic car? No. Circuits. Circuits have been a growing problem. Oh, it's not though. It's let's turn the demand up here. It's the silicon crystals. I wonder if just turning the demand up will help. Not really, but that's a problem for another time. There's a few of those kicking around. Anyway, missiles. Can you tell I'm avoiding the complicated build? So why do I think missiles are going to be awkward? Well, it's mostly down to not the engines, but these combustible units. And in fact, it's not really the combustible units, but rather the explosive units we need for these missiles here. Wait, why don't I see explosive? Wait a minute. Explosive unit. You need to go in here. Oh, we're just about to finish. Bam. Beautiful, beautiful. In fact, look at this go. Do you think maybe I have slightly overpowered the research for that particular one? All right, that's good. That lets me show you then that for this to be made, I need to take it down to like a chemical factory where I need to mix the combustion unit with sulfuric acid and plastic. Plastic's the big problem we've been having. I mean, like, let's just start with this one. Let's stop complaining and get making. Are the materials here I need to proliferate? I don't know. I actually do not know. We'll leave this space here just in case, so that we can like throw one of these on there, and then we've got the ability to. I mean, look, let's just do this quick. Take the little tap off of here. I do want you to stay at number 1, thank you, and then you come in this way. Look at that, brilliant. All right, immediately got that done. The next thing I want is the circuits, of course. Let's circuit that up, and then in, up, and across. Really, these probably should have gone on the top edge, but you know, I think we'll be fine with how this has gone. And now the awkward bit. So the way that I've been working it out is that in the nominal case, as I've been saying, the missiles take 2 seconds to craft. So if I make 2 of them, we get 1 a second. That should be nice and easy. So following the same process, I'm going to do something similar with the combustion unit. 3 a second. So if I make 3, 1 every 3 seconds is what I should be saying. And if I make 3 machines, then we should get 1 a second. But I don't. I need double that. Okay. So we need to put, because we need 2 for the missile recipe. To 6? We need to make 6. Okay, let's try that. And that's before we even get to. Oh no, I was kind of hoping it'd be clear down here. I mean, this is gonna all get eaten eventually, but I'm definitely gonna need to make. Now, I'm definitely going to need to make more than this at some point, because we need to make the explosive unit as well. Yeah. I mean, we could probably just make a mirror belt, right? Yeah. I've not put any concrete down. Ugh. Okay, I kind of muddy, not quite red. That'll do. Again, I don't know if I need to proliferate here, so let's prepare as if I do. Put one of these down here and another one there. Why not? And then we can just pull these through. Oh, we've got a matching grid line here, so let's take advantage of that. Okay, I've put a double down as a space filler. I don't know how many of these we're actually going to need, but these first lot I've put down, I have led off the products to the missile silos over here. Okay, and then similar logic with the engine. We need 1 a second, so we make a 1 a second. So 3 units will give us 1 a second. Okay, that should be easy. That should be easy. Like that. Okay, that's cool. We just need to get 3 units down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is a shocking amount of, let's go demand, shocking amount of spaghetti to try and get this all to work, but I think we're going to be fine. I wonder if I can go remote demand on all of these, and then we're starting to make ourselves like planet independent at that point. We've got a whole bunch of drones coming in and out, so we've already got a lack of power. Wait, I know what's going on here. This is totally my fault. Something like that. Press this twice. That should power just about everything. Yeah, look at that, brilliant. Then we want to do something very similar on this side, though. It's probably just the one. Yeah. Okay, one a second. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And now we set our sights on this supersonic missile. That's what I'm really working towards, an upgrade of our missile system. 4 missiles, supersonic in nature. So we need to make this thruster. That's a weird thing. We need steel. Now the problem that we've got here, we could probably get one more. Let's run through the other things we need to make sure that we're not going to be missing anything important. So the plastics and the sulfuric acid, we're gonna have to talk about those separately. But the steel we can do, the processors, they need to come through a separate area. Okay, so we might actually need to get another planetary unit involved here. I think I'm happy making this one planetary logistics. That is very close. Maybe we'll move these. Happy to make these planetary logistics. I couldn't make it any closer to these two because, well, I don't think we're gonna be doing all of this interstellar. At least not yet. Plastic and sulfuric acid, do they even have demand? So the plastic is, but I don't think we've got sulfuric acid as like in the system, if you will. Okay, 1 missile a second is 2 thrusters a second. 2 thrusters a second means 8 machines. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Oh man, this one's a bit of a long haul, so let's go. So we need 4 combustion units per second. Not combustion, sorry, explosive units per second. We need 4 of them. For those, every 6 seconds, it makes 2 of them. So it's 1 every 3 seconds, and that consumes a combustion unit as well. 1 every 3 seconds. We want 1 a second, so we then have to make 3 sets of 6. Yes, three sets of 6 chemical. Okay, all right. Thank you for coming on my thought process with me. 3 sets of 6. Okay, we go 6 across this way. 6 across this way. I don't know whether that was enough room. I'm just eyeballing it. Surely nothing will go wrong from it. Look how close 6 can be packed together here. I want them to match. Let's make them match. Surely by pressing tab. Yeah, there we go. We get the same spacing. So we want to make this explosive unit. Okay, sulfuric acid, plastic, combustion unit. Also, we're going to need like probably 3 times this amount of the combustion units. But the first problem is the sulfuric acid. Oh man, that's going to need its own entire factory, right? Well, in fact, let me just land here next to the big factory, and let's see what it is we need for sulfuric acid. Oh, it's a lot of things, and I don't have that much light oil. I could make some more processing though. Oh, here it is in the daytime. Okay, nice. It's not overflowing as much as I would have liked to have seen. Maybe that's just because things are emptying out here. We've got a fair buffer, and we're able to keep it full. I mean, I like that. So for context, here's my last sulfuric acid factory. It's not great. It's kind of tiny. We could probably do a lot better. We need somehow to get water into the system, but other than that, everything else should be in the logistics system. I'm hoping. The problem is we are starting to run out of room for a good builder. I suppose this is nice here, but I would like to try and save at least this area for green science. Maybe we could come up here. I don't know. I kind of feel like this area where I'm stood might be a good little patch here. We're just north of the mall over there. We've got the processings being processed. Yeah, this area hopefully won't cost me too much in the way of of soil piles to fill up here. Let's look. We got a nice thick line here. Let's start from here. It's one of the major meridians of the planet, and we'll just fill this in and do some wonders with sulfuric acid here. Just a small rerouting of the local infrastructure. Need to get this out of the way so we've got plenty of room. Do I want to move these guys, or do you reckon we... Yeah, no, I should move them. I should move them. Okay, easy. I didn't even really need the second gun, so we've just gone with that. So to make sulfuric acid, 3 items. Let's... Oh, look, I can grab the water from here as well. Let's see how closely we can pack the... Oh, I am nearly out of chemical plants. We'll put this here. We'll have it... Well, no, I don't want to have the output directly on that bottom line, but we'll have an output here. 3 in here. Okay, so we're gonna need some light oil and some stone. These need to be delivered here. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do 4 outputs, would you believe? But I want to proliferate them before I set them as what they are. But I'm also gonna have these 2 coming out of here as well, and that way we should be able... Oh, I've got to keep... I don't know, we've got a water's edge here. Like we can keep a water going somewhere, of course. But like I say, proliferators are the name of the game here. And then I need to do the same with the outputs down there. Oh, look at them all arrive. Look at them all arrive. That's amazing. Okay, you can... Oh, we are actually going to run into some issues here. Yeah. Totally just going to move everything backwards. Shouldn't have delivered things so early. Okay, let's turn these on to full demand. Set the... too many buttons. Set these filters up to their actual outputs. Okay, nice. I don't think they're going to do very well because, you know, it's going to take a while for the system to settle down. Let's have a look at... Our robots are doing everything they can. We're only able to get this much stone. I wonder what's wrong with the stone supply. I'm a little bit stuck right here. Okay, so we now are passing everything down. Everything's going into the right place. It's not making it all the way down. That's a little bit unfortunate. Do I put it into an interplanetary logistics hub? Is that what I'm actually going to do here? I think it might be. If we slam that down like this, I don't really need the proliferator from elsewhere. We can ask for it here. Why is the power already a bit down? Okay, we'll just go to about 1,000 local demand. Put a load of that in there and there. Okay, great. Now, where are we going to be putting these in? Now, this one looks like straightforward. So, okay, that should be nice and easy. Let's get this in place first. And then, you know what? I'm just going to slam these down on the end of here, and then we can work from that. It can go along this end line here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sure it'll just pop in there perfectly. Okay, it actually does. All right, that's beautiful. Got all of them. Got all of them. And then we just take these out of here and then feed them into the nearest available hole. Okay, that should be good. The next thing we need to do, once we have connected all of these up, is to then say, hey, we are supplying all of this. Thank you very much. Are they already just like leaving instantly? Yeah, look at that. All right, bye. Let's follow them. Let's follow them because they should be going to... Yeah, indeed, they are coming to our place. It's the only place asking for sulfuric acid, so that should be doing its work there. Beautiful. Okay, that's all the materials. We've got the plastic, sulfuric acid, and of course the original combustion chambers or whatever they were. I don't think this is going to be enough, but I'm going to give it a go. Now we've got to do the origami of trying to make everything fit. Okay, that's good. Oh, I totally have an output here. Yeah. This one goes all the way down. I was tempted to go across the top, but actually there is no reach. There is no reach. Oh yeah, my placements were totally not even. Okay, then a whole bunch of copy and pasting this out to all of the units. Okay, these are 100% going to be needed for another recipe later, but I don't have access to that recipe, so I'm going to reverse the path. and then start filling this box up behind us here. Wow, it takes... What are we missing? What's wrong with these? Oh, I haven't put them in. I'm missing the sorters. That had me worried then, just a little bit. Okay, so now we should be making... Boom. Okay, and then we can just turn this sorter around at some point, and that will spit them back out and send them off to the next level of construction. So we should see this coming in at roughly 1 a second. It bumps up every now and then, but yeah, no, this is good. All right, this is good. 1 a sec, yeah, 1 a second, because this is also producing at roughly 1 a second. We should just about be keeping up. No, is that not the... I really thought that would be the case, that this would be just like hovering somewhere. I mean, I guess we're filling up, but yeah, a lot of these are like, no. I've been scratching my head about why we've been not keeping up with demand here, to the point where I've made a few more. But actually, if we have a look, it makes sense. The recipe needs two over to double as long, so it's actually a 1 for 1. Whilst this does produce 1 a second, this actually needs 1 a second, not 1 every 2 seconds. But that's fine, because that just means more missiles. And with that, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, where we're going to make use of all these missiles and bullets by going over to Lasath number 4 and trying to find out what is going on over there. Why is there so much trouble? Why is there more red stuff on the map? But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.